So if you don't know, which is honestly a lot of people because it was very marketed, Jurassic World Rebirth just came out, and that was what. Let's check the time and date. That came out last week on the day I'm recording this, which is a Thursday. So it came out on the 2nd. And I saw it. And I honestly, you know what? Let's just say it for the ranking. Because we were going to be ranking all 7 Jurassic Park movies today. Yep, let's do this. Now, I talked with a lot of people and watched a lot of videos just so I can get a real bearing on what I'm really talking about here. And it's been a while since I saw The Lost World Jurassic Park, so I watched a couple of summaries, and it seems to be you either really love it and stand by it, and it's honestly really good to you, or you just think it's kind of boring and just doesn't live up to the original. And unfortunately, I'm on this side. I don't hate it as much as other people do. I just think, like, the first movie is so awesome. And then they just try to do a similar thing here, and it's just like, make up your own thing. And maybe that's why people love it so much, because it's just more Jurassic Park. But no, you gave one of the best side characters ever the main role. Do you see where I'm getting at here? Like, you can't just do that. They gave a side character a main role. He's a funny guy. Jeff Goldblum does a great job as Ian Malcolm in both movies, honestly. But he's just not a main character. He's definitely better as a side character. If I talk really low in this video, it's because if I try and raise my voice, it's going to be gone. Because I just came back from Universal Studios. I'll talk more about that when we get to the Rebirth segment. But it's just, every character in the movie is just stupid. Right? Like, they're stupid. Like, the girlfriend is just, we're not here to interact with them, we're here to observe them, so get your hands off of a dinosaur. Get your hands off the dinosaur. I don't know, I just kind of feel like there's also like a bunch of quippy moments that these characters shouldn't make, that only Ian Malcolm should make, because it's actually funny when he does things. Golly. But, you know what, overall, this is the Frozen 2 of the Disney 2010s. Like, sure, it's bad, but, like, honestly, it could be way worse. If you don't know, when I did the 2010s ranking, Frozen 2 was in last place. And I ranked that about the same as this one, just 4 out of 10. It's not as bad as some other movies are, but just it just needs a lot of work. Okay. Yeah, it is what it is. It's just kind of boring. Like, there are things in the Lost World that agitate me more. I forgot to talk about this in the Lost World segment, so I forgot to talk about this. The ending of the Lost World is actually really cool. So if you're going to watch the movie, I'd say it's worth it for the ending alone. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that, but here we go. Fallen Kingdom. At least there are things that I can talk about in the Lost Kingdom. Like, the ending is good, but then there's bad stuff. Like, the characters are stupid. Yeah, Malcolm's not a good main character. This is dumb. This is really, really dumb. Fallen Kingdom is just boring. There's nothing going on. And I know people hate Dominion more, but, like, oh my gosh. This movie is, like, there's nothing there. Like, it kind of takes what Jurassic World the first had with this new T-Rex, the Indominus Rex, and tries to put it in a raptor. And it's just not cool. It's not an interesting story. What is longer? I think, like, Jurassic World the first is, like Jurassic World 1 is like 2 hours long. This is, okay, it's about the same. But, like, it just feels so much longer because there's nothing going on. It's basically the aftermath of what Jurassic World gave us. And, like, that's fine. That's what a sequel's supposed to do. But this is boring. There's just nothing that continues on the story of Jurassic World. So, honestly, just, I don't know, just, like, if you're going to watch, like, it's not terrible, like, honestly. Like, the characters are fine, you know. Jeff Goldblum appears in the very end. You know, there's a new character who's the, what am I blanking on his name? I really should know this. John Hammond's daughter, or descendant, or whatever. I don't even know. I haven't rewatched the movie in a very long time. But that's a pretty interesting setup for Dominion, so I don't know. Well, it's here. And honestly, the first thought I had when watching this movie. Let me back up. So I went to Orlando. It was for this thing that, I don't really want to go into details because I'd probably be sharing too much, but just like I had a free day and no one was there with me, so I decided I'm gonna go see Jurassic World Rebirth by myself. Gonna call an Uber, march down to the Cinemark, watch the movie, come back, easy peasy. One of the people that went with me, who was a competitor, and whatever, I'm not gonna say it, she was a competitor. She was done. She came to my room and said, "What time are you going to go see the movie?" I said, well, I don't know, whenever I want to, because Cinemark had showings every 10 minutes. So probably just catch one of those. And then she said, well, do you want to go to the Disney Springs one? Because I need to get something fixed. We went there yesterday. And I said, well, you know what? Sure. I want to go with someone. So me and her went to go see this movie. And yeah, the jump scares got her every time. There's only one that got really I would obviously a jump scare I would just go I could scare me. But then the one just when, okay, spoilers ahead. I know that it came out last week, but spoilers ahead. When the guys pee and the raptors get trampled, I had my arms crossed. I know you can't really see. Put the camera down. I had my arms crossed like this, and I jerked it, and my side hurt for 30 minutes. So that was just kind of, this was a lot more jump scary than the others. I don't remember the first one doing that. But yeah, back to my original thought. The first thought I had when watching this this is a Jurassic World movie. What the heck? I couldn't even fathom, this is a Jurassic World movie that barely got any marketing. That, this should be, a big thing. But it wasn't. And I'm just here watching a movie that I don't even believe is Jurassic World. Apparently, it's set in the same world because the only reason that it could even be interpreted that way is because Alan Grant was mentioned once in a throwaway line. It honestly felt like Universal developed a dinosaur movie and then slapped Jurassic World on it because, why would they make a new dinosaur franchise? They have the most popular one right here. This is a Jurassic World movie, and I still can't believe that it's out and I've seen it. Because it doesn't feel like a Jurassic World movie because the only reference they had is in one line. One line! But it is honestly, it's good. I honestly had a really good time with it. I don't, of course it's not great, and it's probably it adds something more than the other two I talked about had. Scarlett Johansson, Jonathan Bailey, and Mahershala. I have no idea how to say his name. We're going to look it up. Mahershala Ali. Can I just call him Ali? Because I really don't know how to say it. I'm so sorry. But they're really good in this movie. Honestly, they have really good acting. What do you know? They hired good actors. Jonathan Bailey's having a year this year because we got this movie and then Wicked Part 2, which is going to gross $1 billion trillion. But everyone just, it's good. There's these other family B plot here that their boat got attacked by a mosasaurus, and then for some reason, I don't know why, I talked about this night with the girl I went with. It's well, I don't know why they would attack the boat because, it wasn't. They even said in the movie that it's not mosasaurus bait, so I don't know why the mosasaurus attacked the boat. That was never answered. But now they're on the same island as the other group, which went there so they can get a cure from 3 different dinosaurs. And now they're just separated, and then it just keeps cutting back to them. And it's not like their plot is bad. It's just this family is stupid. I like the arc with the teenage boy. I think that's pretty cool. But overall, Jurassic World Rebirth is honestly, if you want to go out and see it, I ain't going to stop you. But in all honesty, if you want a movie that is on a similar level as the other Jurassic movies, and it's going to be in a continuation of a story that is built up from the past, 30 years now, it's just, you're not going to get that. But if you like it, if you want a dinosaur movie with good horror, I liked it, so sure, go check it out. Yeah, I like Dominion. I think it's actually a pretty good conclusion. It's just, a lot of people don't like it just because, pacing is bad and, not everyone's doing the best job. It panders too hard on the old guys. But honestly, the old guys pretty much had the best role in the movie. It's just so much fun to see them back. And just, I don't hate Chris Pratt and the other ladies. I don't remember her name, but I don't hate their arc either. Arc, story, I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. I didn't get really good sleep this week. But overall, like, I honestly really like Jurassic World Dominion. I don't know. Don't know what's wrong with me, but someone's probably go check that out because honestly, I'm going nuts. But just I like how Maisie is just she grew up. She's a teenage girl now. She wants to go live on her own. I like how they grow into a family with Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard, and Maisie. All they grow together as a family. That's pretty neat. I like how Alan and Ellie come together. I keep wanting to use their actor name because I use Chris Pratt's. Um, the Velocicoaster is a very good ride, by the way. Go watch that short. Just it's a good movie. The pacing is like some parts I don't love. But there's parts in every movie I don't love. So is there anything else to say? I don't really know. This video isn't scripted. I actually really love Jurassic Park 3. This is the Ant-Man of the Jurassic Park series. Because I like Ant-Man is so underrated, guys. Like, honestly. And this movie is also so underrated. It's only like 90 minutes long, and it's able to fit just like a really good story. Like, they got Alan Grant back, and now he's going to this island to get what's the plot? I really want to rewatch this movie, and I just haven't. So, let's see. What happened to like the after being persuaded by a wealthy businessman to conduct an aerial okay. Okay, so these rich couple, they want to tour with this island. But Alan Grant, they want him to go with because, he knows everything, but he has never been to this island. The real reason they want him to go is because I think the couple is divorced, and they want to find the mom's boyfriend and then their son. That's why they want to go. So that's why they're looking around. It's honestly a really good story. I don't hate it at all. I think it's really good. Like, again, 90 minutes. I love a short movie. I'm trying to get through, like the Harry Potters because I went to Universal and the world is so cool. And I'm watching the Chamber of Secrets right now. I'm like halfway done. That movie's almost 3 hours long. It's just like, it's a lot, but so far it's good. But 90 minutes, I think it's pretty good. Better than Lost World. So, the Spinosaurus as a villain, there's no human villain, which honestly just kind of plays into like, look at the funny dinosaur. Look what he's doing. And honestly, I don't hate him as a villain. I just think it's kind of cool. I think the main villain isn't a person. It is a dinosaur. I don't like how they changed the logo over that right there. I don't like how they changed it to a Spinosaurus instead of the classic T-Rex like every other movie did. But overall, I love Jurassic Park 3. And more people need to watch it because it's only 90 minutes long and you're going to love it. Just going with an open mind that this is not like the first one. I don't know why I love Jurassic World so much. I think it's really great. I just think, like, it's back to square one. And honestly, I know that I said earlier that Jurassic Park, the Lost World is just Jurassic Park again. And they're trying too hard to recreate it. But here's the thing. That happened 4 years after the first one came out. This was a reboot, pretty much. Well, no, this is still a sequel to Jurassic Park. But they're trying it again. And honestly, I think the way they go about this is honestly really good. I think it's really cool how it's like a functioning theme park now. Like, it's been open for a while now. They have scientists that are helping them out. They have the trainers. It is honestly really good. But, it all goes haywire once they introduce a new dinosaur that's not safe, that no one can handle, that no one can train, that no one can keep contained. And it just escalates from there. And I think it's really, really cool. Like, honestly, we don't need the old guys back for this to be a good Jurassic World movie. The reason... another thing I thought during Rebirth was, like, this is just Jurassic Park again. Kind of. No, I thought it was more like The Lost World, which isn't a good thing. Because, like, they're going to an island, and they need this. But honestly, it's just Jurassic Park again. But honestly, done well. Done better. That's not true. I don't know why I said that, but done better than Rebirth or The Lost World. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure most people have seen it. This goes to over like $1 billion, and it's one of the highest grossing movies of all time. So I'm sure you've all seen it. But we all know it's number one. Let's just cut to it. What else could it possibly be? Jurassic Park is just one of the best movies ever made. Period. Like, it is one of my favorite movies of all time. Literally nothing. Like, I think this is better than, like, Forrest Gump. It is that good. Because Steven Spielberg was able to recapture, like, what he... Like, oh my gosh, this revolutionized CGI, which makes me think back to The Matrix and what the heck happened there. Because that CGI is just kind of skull face emoji. Like, it just works so well. Because all the characters... Like, having really good CGI, really good music, having really... Just pretty visuals is one thing, but having pretty much every character be good, like it's one thing. Like Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire, like the movie looks pretty. The actual like King Kong Godzilla stuff is fun because like big monkey, big dinosaur doing this, and like that part's fun. That's like the dinosaur aspect of Jurassic Park, but the human stuff is just kind of boring, which is why I'm not a huge fan of the movie itself. I'm a fan of how it looks. I'm a fan of the action scenes. But no, everything in this movie is really good. There's not a single part of it that's like, yeah, that could use some work. Because, like, this came out in 1993, okay? The CGI was going to look bad regardless. So if there's some iffy shot, just remember when it came out. Like, yeah, okay. It's fine. But this movie is amazing. I don't know why it took me so long to see it, because I didn't watch this until I was like, I don't know. I had the option to watch it for so many years, and then I just never did, but then I finally did, and oh my gosh. Pretty cool. Have I talked about this movie yet? I'm sure I have a couple times, but honestly, I wouldn't mind rewatching it again and actually making a script and then going through scene by scene, just taking out what it is. Like the characters, like I like Alan's arc with the kids, and I like like the horror of the movie. Like I like how it just takes a nosedive into a straight up horror. Like the second half. I like Ian Malcolm. He's fun. I like how John Hammond is just a whimsical guy, but he also wants to keep his park open. He wants to make people happy. I like the villain. I think Dennis Nedry is a really funny character. Dodgson, dodge me, Dodgson. Like that's one of the best lines ever. So, yeah, honestly, Jurassic Park movies have never been terrible. Like, there have been a few hiccups, but overall, like, and maybe it's recency bias. Maybe if I come back to Rebirth in like a year, I won't like it as much, but I just had fun in it. I just, like, that's all that matters, is I had fun with the movie, and I would go see it again. I'm going to say that. I would go see Rebirth again. So with that, Jurassic Park movies have been ranked until, if this movie does what the Rebirth does well enough, we might get 2 more. But if so, I'll be there for them. Goodbye, everybody. In case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.